What up, everybody? The Fan's Nest. Welcome to the Fan's Nest. Pretty much tonight, I feel like I have to immediately get this off of my chest about the news, the news about Zach Ertz being released from the Arizona Cardinals. So, what are my thoughts? A couple people already asked me. I'm seeing it blowing up on social media already. I mean, all right. My opinion is pretty much going to be very the opposite of what I've seen. It's not a popular opinion at all. So I already know that people that will hear this is not going to be a fan of what I'm going to have to say. But just hear me out. I'm guessing you already know what I'm going to say. Listen, I'm a fan of Zach. Trust me. I hated that he was even you know what? I don't even remember if he was traded or just released from the Eagles a couple of years ago. I don't remember. I'm not a pro at this. I don't know everything. I'm not a professional analyst. I'm a fan. I'm a fan behind a microphone. So this is pretty much, that's where I stand. So I liked Zach Ertz. I do. I did back then, and I still do. He's done so much for the team. He was a big part of the Super Bowl that we won. I mean, it's Zach Ertz. But the problem is, from what I see, he was our guy. He was our tight end back then. 2017. He was part of that team. His chemistry with Carson Wentz. I could even say Nick Foles. The chemistry was there. That was the team. That was Doug Peterson. That's what I call him. I called him Dougie Fresh. That was that team, and Nick Sirianni comes around. The team changes. We've already had Hurts, but that whole year, Wentz is our guy. No, Hurts is our next guy. We went through that, the whole quarterback thing. It was pretty clear. As soon as Hurts was drafted, we knew where the direction was going to go. Which meant a change for the entire team. When it came to that whole offensive, the whole offense. Basically, the wide receivers and the tight ends, running backs. Things were changing. And the way I look at it, like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm not a fan of Zach Ertz. Trust me, it did bother me when he left. But the thing is, his numbers were low when it came to him and Jalen Hurts. And I know Jalen was still, and I'm talking about, what year was it? Was it 2020? I was looking at the stats a little bit ago. When Jalen took over and, he finished the season, ugly season. Everybody had a bad season. Next season, nothing was there. Jalen and Ertz, the chemistry wasn't there. And, obviously both players are really good. Um, but, you know, it, in a way that doesn't mean anything. Players can be good, but it doesn't mean that they play well together, if that makes sense. We had both Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert, and trust me, when Ertz left the team, I was also one of those that's like, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? I'm like, oh, we have both not wide receivers. We both tight ends, but that opened up a lot for Dallas Goedert, and the connection that Hurts and Goddard has is the same connection that Wentz and or Foles had with Ertz, which is it's very important for that spot, as well as the chemistry with the quarterback and the wide receivers. So the way I look at it is, I just don't think it's a good decision to bring Zach Ertz back. I know. Those of you that's listening right now is probably like, yeah, you're wrong. But hear me out. Zach Ertz, he's a little older now. What was he? I think he's 33. He didn't quite have, as far as I know when I saw stats, he wasn't that good on Arizona. And again, it's chemistry. The team. When it comes to him coming back to the Eagles and a more developed Jalen Hurts, I mean, maybe there could be something there, but that's again, that's a gamble. We don't know that. What we do know is that Dallas Goedert is coming back in 2 weeks. So why would the Eagles invest in another tight end? Why would they invest in Zach Ertz? Why would they bring him back? I'm just not about it. Like I said, I like Ertz. I used to say the Hurts and Ertz connection. But the Eagles right now, they've moved on. They're trying to develop a young team right now, minus Julio Jones. They took advantage of that one. There's a lot of guys that's pretty much, on their way out. Sooner or later. We don't know what Kelsey's doing. How about BG? Cox. That line, we don't know what they're doing. So, Eagles want to, of course, the Eagles want to dominate this year. They want to get to the Super Bowl, and they want to win it this year. They want that title this year. But at the same time, I just don't see how it's going to work in, let's say, 2 weeks if they bring in Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert back. I just don't see it. And Goddard's backup right now, which is, let me see. Honestly, when I first saw, the his name, I was like, "Who is this guy?" I'm talking about Dallas Goedert, the backup on that tight end spot. All right, I don't remember his name. I can't believe I can't even find it right now. Jack Stoll? No, that's not Jack Stoll. I think it was Grant Calcaterra. That's who it was. He's not that bad. He was questionable at first. I'm like, oh man, this guy can't be a backup. He cannot be. But you know what? He's shown some he's shown some good stuff. So what I'm saying is, leave that position as it is. The tight end position is good. Focus on other positions on the team that needs the help. As far as the tight end position, we're good with Dallas Goedert. He's coming back. Like I said, in about 2 weeks, I think I saw. At least that's what the latest rumor was. Pushing for an earlier return. Dallas coming back to play Dallas. I like it. But I'm sorry, Philly. It's just show the love to Zach Ertz, but it's time to move on. I just don't see how it's going to benefit the team right now. Or at least not right now, but in the future. Because he was already on the team. He was on it. The only difference is that there's different wide receivers now. Jalen is more he's more of a developed player, more experienced. And so is Dallas. Like I said, when Dallas comes back, Hurts and Goddard, they're a developed duo. So that's pretty much all I gotta say is just leave Zach Ertz out of the picture. I just don't see how it'll benefit the Eagles at this point, going forward. Because then what? What would happen after this year? Seriously. I don't even like the idea of putting Dallas as his backup, second string guy. I can't even see Zach Ertz as a second string guy. So, nah, don't do that. I don't like that idea. Yeah, that's all I got with that. So, while y'all are listening, this is the Fan's Nest, and the way I started this. Actually, I'm not gonna get into this right now. I just want to put this little audio out there. Thank you for listening. This is a clip for a new show that I want to start. Going to get some live callers. I'm going to do this live. This is a recording. There's a recording that you're listening to right now. But, my goal is to make this a live show. Live callers. Interact with me. Let's go, Philly.